All right, it is, what is today? Wednesday, May 9th. And this is our welcome training for all of our new team members. So I know that some of you come on live and some of you watch the recording later. So either way, welcome. My name is Michelle Zito. I've been in direct sales for 18 years, but in Park Lane for the last 4 of those years. And my job is to train you and help you be successful in your business and to cheer you on every step of the way. So if we are not already friends on Facebook, then by all means, please friend me from our team page. The team page is the overall team page. Oh, excuse me. It's called Shine On. And that is the Facebook group where I share information that you need to know from me. If you're recruited by somebody other than me, then you may also be on another team page with that leader. But it depends on where in our organization that you fall. So I am so thrilled to welcome you to our team. Please know that I generally do this call weekly, and that's important to know so that when you have somebody that wants some information or is going to be joining your team, you're going to invite them to this very same training. So if you have someone join your team and you're brand new, well, you don't have to know how to train them. I do this call with them, same as you're doing right now. And then me or your leader will continue on with your training from there. So tonight's call, I'm going to share a little bit about bonus bling that new team members earn and how to have a fun and successful launch party. So I hope you're ready to take some notes. And speaking of notes, I am going to show you where the scripts are that you can use while doing your inviting and whatnot. So you do not have to write them all down. That part you won't have to write down because I'll show you where they are on the field interface. So Park Lane really is very generous to us. Every month, we are able to earn additional jewelry and supplies through the Rich Rewards program. And there's also a bonus package for brand new people that we call Bonus Bling. So Bonus Bling is exclusively for the new people, and you earn this package in your first 5 weeks of business. Now, this is, of course, in addition to your commission checks and to any Rich Rewards that you might be working on. So let's jot down some numbers here. So write down first 12 to 15 average orders. Okay, 12 to 15 average orders. Next, write down $1,000 in sales. And then lastly, write down $300 in commission. So what do these numbers mean? When you collect 12 to 15 average orders for your launch party, and I know that everybody knows 12 to 15 people with a neck, then you can expect that you'll have about $1,000 worth of orders. You may definitely have quite a bit more, and that's going to earn you $300 in commission. So does that sound good? Would you like to earn $300 at your very first show? So, and of course, it's so common for new stylists to want to add jewelry to your kit. So Park Lane does not want us spending all of our money on jewelry, okay? We don't want to be our own best customer. We want you to take advantage of the programs that we have in order to earn more. So when you sell $1,000 in your first 5 weeks, net and non, you will earn Bonus Bling package number 1, which is a preset package of jewelry that is valued at $250, and you will receive that for $49. So when you do your 1,000, you let me know, and I take care of getting that order taken care of with you. So having a successful launch show that your leader is likely doing with you is important to earning that Bonus Bling package and making sure that you have business beyond your family and friends. So there are 3 steps that will make your launch party a success. Number 1 is to over-invite and to invite everyone. Number 2 is to invite using multiple methods and to know what to say when doing the inviting. And number 3 is to fill your calendar with parties so that you earn bonus bling and rich rewards, and of course, a great paycheck. So, step 1. Step 1 is you're going to over-invite and invite everyone to 2 launch parties. Now, I do love to recommend doing 2 launch parties, one with your leader, if geography allows that, and then even one without your leader. Now, the reason for this is, let's say you're inviting everyone for Friday, and you're inviting a friend for Friday, and she says, oh man, I wish I could, but I have a school function with Michael that night. You can then say, oh, no problem. I'm also having one on Sunday afternoon. I'm doing a brunch and bling. So that now there's an alternate that you can immediately invite her to. And that way you will get less no's, because some of the no's for the Friday will say yes to Sunday and vice versa. So usually 1/3 of the people that you invite will be able to attend your launch party. So if you invite 30 people, you can expect that 7 to 10 will actually be there that night. And of course, that's a great start, but I always say take advantage of the fact that probably your leader is there doing the party. So try to get as many people there in front of her as possible so that we can get you the most orders and the most bookings, and maybe even find your first team member all at your launch party. So diversify your guest list and don't prejudge anybody. So if you think people that, aren't going to spend money and you're not going to invite them, then invite them anyway. They may want to, book a show with you in order to get the jewelry for free. Maybe they're going to want to join your team. If you think people are too busy to come, still invite them. Busy people are usually the people who get the most done, and they need the night out of relaxation. So let them decide if they can come or they can't come. Also, don't forget to invite your neighbors. Number 1, you don't want to have the neighbors looking out the window and wonder why there's all these cars at your house, and knowing that you're doing something they didn't invite them to. Neighbors love the local party because they just walk across the street. They can have a few cocktails. They don't have to worry about driving. And it's just a great thing to have your neighbors invited. So, and just as a little aside, I invited a neighbor to my launch like at the last minute. I'm not even that friendly with her, but I happened to see her at the bus stop. And she actually said that she would come. She texted me that she would come. And then the day of the party, she texted me, is it okay if I bring my sister and my aunt? So I said, oh my gosh, of course it's okay. Well, do you know that all 3 of them came to the party? They all placed an order, and her sister has been one of my VIP customers for 4 years running. She orders on flash sales. She comes to special events. She comes to the Sip and Style. She has been to my VIP events. She has spent thousands probably now of dollars with me over these 4 years. So, and it all came from a last minute invitation to a neighbor that I'm not even, that super friendly with. So invite everyone, let them decide if they want to come or not. And of course, you can go right ahead and invite out-of-state family and friends too, because they may not take a road trip to join us, but they can certainly place an order, and you're going to get paid on that order and earn hostess benefits. So how about a 5% raise? Does that sound good? Because if you would like a 5% raise with Park Lane, then I would like to encourage you to share how much fun you're having in this business with one person. Okay, well, share it with lots of people. But when one person joins your business, and joining with a friend is so much more fun than starting alone, you're going to get a 5% raise. So here's how it works. When you sell $1,000 in a calendar month, so once you meet that requirement, you've done it, and you have a team member that sells $1,000 in her first 5 weeks, then you promote to branch director. So that means that you're going to move to 35% commission. Now let's put that raise into perspective. If you had a jewelry show tonight, that closed at $600, at 30% commission, that's $180, which is great. But if you had a team member, you would have made 35% commission and you would have made $210 on that same party. So wouldn't you rather earn 210 than 180? And think about that over and over again. 3 times in a month you did a show that was 600 and you earned 210 rather than 180. That's $40 more. That adds up really, really quick. And you stay at that 35% the whole time you're with Park Lane, unless of course you promote to the next level. So, people are naturally going to ask you about the business side of Park Lane. So when responding, just be confident, but also be honest, hey, I don't really know like exactly what I'm doing right now, but I do know that I'm having fun wearing the jewelry. I'm getting compliments on it. And it really is a lot of fun. We could even test drive it together. My friend Michelle, and if you're recruited by somebody else, you can say their name or your leader. So if you're under Becky, if you're under Jennifer, Beth, Belinda, my friend Michelle is the one who answers all of my questions. She's really nice and she's not pushy. Can I have her give you a call tomorrow and, answer some questions for you? Please let me do that for you. I am happy, and your leaders are happy to have either a 3-way call to get together, to just make the phone call if the schedules don't allow all 3 of us to be on the phone, so that I can help answer your friend's question or the guest at the show or whoever it is questions. And if they like what they hear, I'm going to book a launch, and we're going to get them signed up under you so that you can move from fashion director to branch director and get that 5% raise. So anytime you say that to someone, let your leader know right away so that we can get that call scheduled. Okay, so that it was step 1, which is to do 2 launch parties, to over-invite and to invite everyone. And we also threw in how to get a 5% raise. So the next step to success is to invite using multiple methods and to know what to say. Now, the most successful team members invite using several of these methods, right? They call people. They send texts out individually, not group texts. They send out messages on Facebook chat. They might even email those that they know still use email. They make a Facebook event in order to get those people on Facebook into seeing the jewelry and seeing the posts and the link. And they may even mail out the postcard invitations. When it doesn't go so well is when you only use one form of invitation, no matter which one it is, or they send a group text or a group Facebook chat. That is the worst, because once one person says no, everyone says no, plus people, that's so annoying. Everyone hates group chats. And also the other problem is when people depend on the Facebook event. They just say, oh, I made a Facebook event. I have no RSVPs. No one's coming. People don't even see Facebook events a lot of times. So it's a great support, but it definitely can't be the only way that you invite people. So what do you say when you're inviting? I want to show you a great spot that you can get scripts. So I'm going to put the screen share on for a second. And, oh, no. When you're on the Fields interface, this is when you sign into the Park Lane website, and you go to the downloads. Under the Fields interface, you'll come to this screen. What you're looking for is Getting Started, a guide to your success. This booklet is super helpful in getting started in your business. You have a list of suggested theme shows that you can do here, which is always super fun. You have a calendar here. If you're starting in May, then label this with all the dates in May. When you are, before you start making the calls to invite people to your launch and invite them to have shows, I strongly suggest that you fill this out first for the month with all the commitments that you have, the shows you may already have, things you have to do with your kids, etc., so that then you can identify what dates you have left to work. Because part of what you're going to ask people is, do you want a weekday or a weekend? And if they say a weekday, then you want to be able to say, I have Wednesday the 9th and Wednesday the 14th, which is better. Or if they say they want a weekend, then you can say, I have Saturday the 11th at 3 or at 7, which is better. If you don't know when you can work, then here's what happens. All right, well, I'm getting started in May. All right, well, May, I do have like communions and stuff, so let me look at the calendar and I'll get back to you. You didn't know when you could work anyway, so then you're like, all right, yeah, that sounds good. You will play phone tag with this person until August. Because, yeah, she has a communion, but it's on one day. I had a communion this past Saturday. That doesn't mean I didn't work the Thursday before and the Saturday after and all other dates in the month. I have my niece's communion, but it didn't interfere with the whole month of working. Okay, so you want to do that. And make your list of who it is that you're going to call. So this page, and you can print this right out from the field interface if you don't have the booklet. This will help you think of people that you can invite and that you want to talk to about your business. So when you make your list of friends and neighbors, think of neighbors now, neighbors before. Not just your relatives, but people that you know because of your relatives. So is there, every year when you go to your cousin's block party, is there a really fun person there that you know you would like to be in contact with? Add them to that list. Co-workers from the job you're at now or jobs from before. What kind of clubs and organizations are you and your children involved in? Whose other business contacts that you have, church, out-of-towners. This is to help you make your list so that you can start inviting people to the show. So, this is where you can start saying, hey, Sue, I'm Michelle, I'm so excited. I am actually starting my own business as a stylist with Park Lane, and I thought of you because, and then say why. She's fashionable. She's fun. She loves to have parties, whatever it is. Your opinion is so important to me, and I really would love for you to see the jewelry that I'm going to be showing to start my business. So now you can continue on with inviting them to the show. Do you have any plans for next Thursday? I would love to have you here when I introduce my business to all of my friends. I can't wait for you to see the jewelry. Do you know someone who really loves jewelry? I would love for you to bring her with you so that we have a bigger group. Okay, so make sure that people know that they can bring a friend. If they say no, then you can say, I actually am going to edit what you're going to say here. You can say, I'm so sorry you can't be here, but I would still love for you to see the jewelry and get your opinions on the pieces that came in my kit. Would it be okay if I stop by one day next week to show you? Because a lot of times when people see the jewelry one-on-one, they may have said that they wouldn't have a show with you, but then when they see the jewelry and they hear more about it, then they will. So I would love to get your opinions on the pieces that came in my kit. That is, that is key. Now, if they're not going to have their own show, you can invite them to have their own show. And if they aren't, if they do not want to have their own show, then you can invite them to your launch. So you can actually get two things done in one call if you decide that you want to ask them to book a show first. And if they can't come, if they don't want to book their own show, to invite them to your launch. So, hi, Sue, it's Michelle. I couldn't wait to call you. I'm so excited. I'm a new stylist with Park Lane Jewelry. Have you ever heard of Park Lane? Beautiful fashion jewelry in every style and price range. And we have an amazing sale going on right now. I'm looking for 2 people to help me start my business just for having a few friends over. I would just need someone to have one large gathering and one little gathering. Would you be able to have one of those 2? It's just a fun night out with the girls. and then let them decide if they want the large one or the little one, and let them decide what constitutes large or little. Because there are people that think having a party with only 10 people is a small party. Then there are people that think it's a lot to have 6. So whatever number they want is fine, but ask them if they want to have the big one or the little one. Then look at your dates, and you really want to give two options, and then make a decision. So if they say, let's say you're able to do shows during the week and on weekends, then you would start with, okay, so did you want to do during the week, or would you prefer a weekend? Okay, a Saturday. All right, I have Saturday the 7th and Saturday the 14th, which is better. Now, if you're only offering the weekends, then you can say, okay, I'm doing shows on weekends. Would you prefer a daytime or a nighttime show? Okay, during the day. So I have 1 o'clock on Saturday the 7th, and I have 3 o'clock on Sunday the 15th, which is better. So that you can give them choice, pick. Because imagine if the dentist, when you were calling, and this is not that this is anything like the dentist, because God knows the dentist is not nearly as fun as a show, but if you were to call the dentist and say, I want something in May, and they were like, all right, well, when do you want to come in? You would be so overwhelmed. One of the biggest reasons people don't book is that they can't make a decision. So the faster that you can help them make a decision, the more likely they are to have the show, because you've taken the burden off deciding when, right off their shoulders, by narrowing it down to 2. So, okay, so that's where you can find lots and lots of great words to say, nice and easy. Okay, so step 3 is to fill your calendar with the number of parties that you want to do. So if you want to do 2 shows a week, then we stay with this until you have 2 shows a week on the calendar. Now, this one is just really for your first month. Of course, I do recommend that you have a paper calendar, a planner type calendar that you bring to your parties. Because even though we all keep our calendar, most people keep a calendar on their phone, when it comes to booking a show, people need to look at calendar, see things written down, and get a sense of when they could book it. To look at your phone or just their own phone is not going to do it. So think of it this way. You're wanting to do, about 6 shows to get started, right? 2 of them are going to be your launch. 2 of them are probably going to be booked from your launch with your leader. So really, it's on you to just go get 2 bookings. Because if you do the 2 launches, we get you 2 at your launch, and you did 2, that's a lot of shows and a lot of practice and a lot of money that you're going to make right away. So that is all part of putting the shows on the calendar. Now, are there going to be people, just so you know, are there going to be people that say no to everything? Meaning no to the show, no to the personal appointment, no to placing an order. Of course there are. You and I have said no many times to many people. The key is to remember to not take it personally. There is no need to take it personally. It's not, no, Isabel, how annoying, and I can't even believe that you asked me that, and don't ever call me again because I hate you. Okay, that is not at all what a no means. It might just mean no, not now. And it might mean no, not ever, but that's not personal. It's just that not interested right now in the service that you're offering. So can you collect shows and collect orders and book shows and everything from out-of-towners? Can you book shows on your own before your launch? Absolutely. The more things that you book up and the more orders you collect, the stronger start of your business that you're going to have. So when you are done with, when you have, completed this call and you're ready to go, your next step is to take a look at the Park Lane 101 on the Park Lane website. So, where'd it go? So Park Lane 101, I just want to show you this real quick before we hang up. When you click the Fields interface and you look over here on the left, See how it says begin your new business and Park Lane 101. The main places that I'm going to let you go, because obviously you could get lost in here clicking stuff all day long. You want to focus on Park Lane 101. Okay, and as you see, there's different categories. So when you want to talk to your hostess of upcoming shows, then you look at the host coaching. When you want help with how to do your own show, you're going to look at the training. These are all amazing videos and all kinds of great presentations and flyers and all great things that you need to get started. So you'll see that there are videos of how to do a show, different choices, different wording. All of it's in here. So you're going to click whatever category you want, and anytime you watch something from in here, let your leader know, because we love to talk to you about it more and share additional ideas and answer any questions that you have. Another section that you would be able to take a look at is the network. The network is the magazine that lets you know what the specials are for this month, and what, they'll tell you what special little fun holidays are in here and stuff. So the network helps you know what's happening in any given month. Orders is where you're going to enter the shows. We'll worry about that when you have a show to enter. And this part right here, video training. The video training is so helpful, because if you're saying, oh, I don't, what does she mean when she talks about personal appointments? Click personal appointments, and you're going to see some great presentations that have been given. This one by Frank Saldivar is particularly good. But you're going to, you can watch presentations from past conventions on these exact topics. So if you need help with what to say when you're at a show in order to make sure you get to book more shows, then you're going to click booking. And then you're going to see lots of great suggestions in here. Okay, so I'm going to stop the recording here. And answer but I will answer any questions that anyone has. But welcome to the team, and I'm so looking forward to working with you.